talking. We're gonna talk about how working from home didn't really work out. This is our office. We've been in here for about 2 months now, and I'm slowly realizing I need to start sending packages here instead of my apartment, because every day, what happens when I come to the office? What am I carrying with me?
Bags and boxes.
Like, by the tens.
Lots of them.
Packages, cameras, all of the things. So I'm ready to just like have everything here. But I feel like it would be fun to start with an unboxing of something I ordered that I'm really excited about. I probably spent too much money on it, but aesthetics. The world's most miniature knife ever. Did you see I almost pushed down that knife on the blade side?
It was close.
Yeah. What is it? Didn't realize I ordered so many. This is pretty intense. This might take a while, so maybe you can take some close-up artistic shots,
okay,
and then we'll just we'll montage it. It's too hot. It's like a workout. I'm only 1 package in. Oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah, 4 more of these.
Oh my gosh. It's packaging inside of packaging inside of packaging. So, it's basically... Oh, this is satisfying. Here we go. I'm not doing this in a very graceful way. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so it's the inside of really iconic electronics. The PSP was, it played such a role in my life. I played Need for Speed probably for like days at a time on this console. It was so much fun. I basically got this for the Game Boy for iPhones. So we're gonna sit here and unbox the rest, and then I'll show you the rest. But doesn't this look cool? I feel like it will be cool to hear. Come over here. Maybe prop them up on like these over here.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh yeah, that's rad.
And it'll be like a cool thing for A-roll, but also, you know, have them in the background for B-roll and stuff. So we'll feel it out, guys, okay? So let's unbox the rest of these. I love them so much. This and camera gear is what I spend my money on, if you're curious. That and Tesla stock. But I got the idea from Andre Zik, if that's how you say your name. Hopefully I got your name right. He's a really cool finance YouTuber. He put out his affiliate link on Instagram. I saw these in his house tour and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have them. And they actually weren't as expensive as I thought. I wish I had an affiliate link. I feel like I'm doing an ad for these guys. If there's a link in the description, it's an affiliate link. If not, you'll have to find it on your own, sorry. But iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, it's the actual parts. I imagine they're like refurbished parts or something. And it has like sometimes little quotes, explanations. The 4S planted the seeds of what we now consider common knowledge. The smartphone really isn't just a phone. And it kind of has a Steve Jobs quote. It outlines what the specific pieces are. I feel like this Game Boy Color one looks the coolest. Man, it's a vibe. The colors, I had like the blue version of this Game Boy Color. Man, just Pokemon. And I mean, this right here is my childhood, right? And this right here is, I guess, my job. But regardless, these are so cool. Look at Kitty exploring. Judy, what's going on? I know. Isn't this so different? I know. I know. Okay guys, it's the next day. I'm back at the apartment and look, the kitchen renovations have officially started, finally. Judy has been so good. He's just been chilling in my room and in our bathroom. It's like a whole new world, Judy. I probably shouldn't have put him on the counter, but this kind of has to do with, well, the title of the video. Okay, this angle is like perfect because I feel like I made a similar video 9 months ago with this angle, and I was talking about, you know, my excitement for working from home, and yes, it's the movement that we've Kitty! Judy is so confused right now. At the time in New York, my office was like a 30-minute Uber ride from my apartment, and I remember it getting so expensive. It would start to be like $30 a trip. It was insane. And so I just got so burned with going to an office there. And, you know, I started hanging out with less people, obviously, with the state of the world, and it just felt so pointless. I'm like, if I'm not meeting up with people, what's the point from working from an office? And I just work from home in New York. And then we moved to Texas, and half of why I'm no longer working from home was honestly completely out of my control. If you guys have been keeping up with the videos, we moved into a condo building that is awesome, and we have basically like, you know, our dream loft situation, and those shelves are new. We're not going to show those yet. A lot of things have actually happened since I last made a video. When it rains, it pours, right? And man, the vibe and the feel is so cool, and you know, it was just very exciting. And then a lot of things went downhill. The starting point was the winter storm in Texas last February, and it like destroyed our building basically, and it revealed a lot of things that weren't being managed properly. And we've been through different management and different HOA board people, and the HOA is a complete mess, like complete mess, like it's bad. And so across the entire building, there's just been so much construction. On top of that, it seems like every single one of our neighbors have been renovating, which is fine, because, you know, when we first moved in here, I was like, okay, I want to get the kitchen done, and that's about it. And that's all that we're really doing in terms of like noisy renovations. But I feel like if you're redoing a kitchen or a bathroom, maybe, does it take 6 weeks to do that? I remember there was a point maybe like 3 months ago, if you guys follow me on Instagram, it was constant drilling and hammering every single day, even on the weekends, which they're not allowed to do. I was losing sleep, I couldn't film. It was just a mess, so noisy. So it was like the building doing renovation work stuff, and then it was also like, I swear, every single unit around me somehow. Hi, kitty. And I was just like, I can't do this. Like, I was, oh my gosh, like the anger. I was like, I need to get a space literally as a backup to film, because it's weird when filming is your job, when like audio is important, and it actually seems impossible in those moments. And you already have so many obstacles to create videos, you know, it already takes so much to just like, okay, let's do it. Then you have that stuff on top of it. Wonder if I just sit here, if the cat will come hang out with us. Come here, Judy. Say hi to the Peachy fam. I know. So obviously noise was just such a big factor in this building. Oh my gosh. Like, guys, with every HOA meeting that I go to, I just lose faith in this building even more. Like, it gets so crazy that I'm like, okay, is this going to be an opportunity, or is this something that I just run away from? Because I feel like a lot of the residents are just getting frustrated that like things are so delayed, nothing's gonna get fixed, we're waiting on insurance money. Okay, we got insurance money, but now we're not using it to actually fix our hallways, so we're not living with just like drywall and unfinished concrete floors. And I'm like, okay, are people gonna wanna like let go of their lofts for like half price? Is that an opportunity? Or is the HOA just gonna be a complete show until the end of time, and you don't want to touch that with a 9-foot pole? You know, I'm kind of leaning towards that option. His little paws on the mat. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, wow. I know the lighting isn't the best, but this is so cute. So obviously things out of our control, and you know, the building. So I feel like working from home is just gonna be hard if you're in an apartment, if you're in a condo building, if you have neighbors, if your internet sucks. We have a Spectrum here. We don't have fiber, so it's like 35 megabyte upload speeds, which is just insane. So, you know, those are like a few pretty good reasons I would say that working from home didn't work out. Telling you guys, the Aperture Sidus Link app, where you can control all of your lights from your phone or iPad, is just clutch. Okay, you guys are usually seeing me from that camera, so now I'm showing you shooting from the opposite side, what I look at, right? Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so things I actually didn't expect. Like mentally, when I was only working from home, it was pretty hard finding the mental energy and motivation to like put makeup on and film, because everything is so like studio based with my stuff now that like it's like, all right, the same seat and the same blah blah. And I recently hired a full-time person to help me. You guys have seen him, John, recently, and I haven't had a full-time employee in so long. Like for the majority of my time, it's just been me. And then when I need help, I hire some freelancers, which has worked out. But I like John's super talented and he does so many things, but above all else, he's like someone that I'm accountable to. So the fact that like someone is waiting for me at the office, like literally helps me get out of bed, put on the makeup, have things to do, you know, I'm coordinating with other people, the creative collaboration, like puts a little pep in my step. And it's just been so like refreshing. So this, I guess, is more about humans, but also having a physical place to go in Texas when you have your own car, guys, is so different than in New York when you're walking or subwaying everywhere and a freaking pandemic happens and then the subway isn't as attractive as it once was, right? And so then you're Ubering all the time and you're spending like $1,000 per month on lifts. Like that was a thing. A $30 30-minute trek across 40 blocks of New York City is so different than like hopping in your own personal car for a 10-minute drive to like a cute, quaint office that, you know, there's like no traffic, there's no hecticness. It's just so different. It is like, it's good. It's a good pace. So with all that said, that was kind of rambly, and I feel like you know, I try to tie things to you guys in the outside world, but that, you know, those were kind of like a lot of the personal reasons, like half out of our control, you know, some in my control. I literally had to like hire a human so I could have the motivation to continue working, which is insane. But that goes back to just like when you do the same thing for so long. This is like year 6 doing YouTube. Man, I love it. I don't know what else I would do besides making videos, but man, you gotta change some stuff up every now and then. And also for the wider theme of working from home, man, I feel like it is here to stay, obviously. You know, if you can hop in and out of Zoom calls and hang out with your kids and, you know, have lunch with your spouse, like that's one of my favorite things about what I do. Like I can just hang out with John in between edits and stuff if I am working from home. But I think there's a genuine like hunger for like camaraderie and collaboration, and that is what you get at the office. So I think it's just, I feel like they're gonna coexist. But then everyone was like, oh man, events are gonna be so huge. There's such a craving for that. Like that hasn't come back yet. I don't know, the being in a crowd of thousands of people on a showroom floor, I'm just like still, I don't think I can bounce back to that. Maybe just give me like 1 or 2 more years. I'm just still, that just sounds terrible to me. I'm sorry everyone who's emailing me about CES, I won't be there. I won't. Okay. So we're gonna finish this up at the office. I'll show you, you've seen a little bit of it, but I'll give you like a miniature tour and then we'll wrap this guy up. I'm hungry. I got work to do tonight. It is 6 p.m. So yeah, I need to eat. I'm at the point where I'm like, are you gonna run today? I'm so tired. I don't want to, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Because, well, we'll show you around a bit. It's like nice now. I think the biggest question is always like, how much are you paying for things, right? So in my New York office, it was basically a big box. I'll show you a video here. That, how much was that? I was paying $2,100 a month for that, which is actually really good. It was in the middle of Tribeca. A lot of other like creators and artists were around me. And I think that, you know, the building isn't the nicest. It's very crickety and loud and the walls are very thin. But considering the location in New York, the rent was actually pretty good at $2,100. It was small, but decent. So it was really weird to like move back to my hometown. Well, I didn't grow up in Fort Worth, but adjacent to Fort Worth. And to see all the spaces and all of them be like super expensive, like more expensive than even what I was seeing in New York. That has more to do with just the spaces are huge here. You can't really find like a small creative space here. It's just like extremely rare. So I think one of us found it. I literally like dropped the real estate agent because they were like so unhelpful. They didn't listen to me at all. They never told me like how much it was gonna cost, because I'm not used to using real estate agents for rentals, right? And the first thing I asked was like, hey, how does this work? What do I have to pay you a fee? They never told me. They sent me like 50 listings. It was so bad because they just sent me the outside of the buildings, and I'm like, how do I even know what the inside looks like? And they were all just like super big industrial. It made no sense. And then John and I started emailing and we were like, oh yeah, this looks good. So I understand real estate agents exist and they're super important, I feel like, for buying things, but like rent, man, when you can do the job of someone else, why use them? That's probably for another video, but wow, I'm sorry. I needed to rant because I was so offended by the text message they sent to me. Basically, I was just honest with them and they like blew up at me, and I was like, girl, I was gonna use you potentially for future-ish when I buy a freaking building or something, you know? I was trying to keep this connection open and you just burned it, and I'm never gonna use it ever again. Anyways, this place is $2,500, but it's double the size of the New York space. And you know, we're like centrally located. There's places to get food, coffee, which is nice. So I didn't lose that aspect. So without further ado, let's just show you a little bit more. What I've learned with past offices, apartments, all the things, is Sarah just hired people for things. So this poor Samsung 8K TV was on the ground for so long, and then I basically did a hack because it was so hard to hire a TaskRabbit for lower than $400. I basically bought the TV mount, and then on Amazon you can add like a service, like an install for like $100, and someone came and did it. So we got another fully stand desk, and then the TV is actually a little bit lower than it. Why did you do that, Sarah? You're gonna hit the TV. Well, I did this in my New York office, but I didn't have an actual set for it, basically where you put a laptop or a product in front of it, and then you can use one of Samsung's many cool backgrounds, and it just makes a really cool product background. I'm a big fan of that, and now it's just set up and it's ready to use, and we can move this around if we need to. Below it, we have another Synology NAS disk station. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So this version is DS1621 Plus. Basically, it's the same amount of storage that I have in my NAS at the condo, and basically what I'm in the process of doing, we just checked out the status and it says it's 1.62% done, and we started it hours ago. So I think it's gonna take a minute to set up. But I'm gonna set this up. It has a total of 45 terabytes of storage. We did SHR, that's the type of RAID we did. So it has OneDrive of redundancy. And I'm basically gonna mirror all of the content at my condo on here. So we basically have two Synology NAS syncing in between the condo and the office. So we have all of the footage we need at all times. Of course, we could use Quick Connect to just access my condo NAS, but we wouldn't be able to map the drive and get the speeds of, Ethernet speeds. Hopefully I can set up 10 gig here. I don't know. That's for another day. I basically made a whole video about my camera setup, FX6s, we have aperture lights. This is for the overhead camera setup. Teleprompter setup. I'll link that in the description below. Amazon Basics, filing cabinet, and then Fully sit-stand desks. We love Fully. Big fan of Fully. My affiliate links are in the description below. These are the coolest looking shelves ever, but they're kind of janky. So I feel like maybe we should just put some books in there that just live there, and we just never have to open them because they're kind of, But that's what I love about this office. It has character, guys, right? We didn't want to just find a box. So this is actually Fully furniture as well. They just do all the things, right? Took us so long to get the peach up. I basically put it on a glass back because, it's I move a lot, so it's easier to transport it this way. But what we've found is the lights, they reflect off of the glass of the neon peach. So gotta figure that out. But if we need to move it, it'll be easy. My favorite thing at the condo is the Husky, where I keep just all of the things. You can also lock it, which is great. So got another one for here. It's under $1,000, and it's storage that you can just get at Home Depot or something, and it's amazing. And then the thing that I always lack is storage. So I was like, dude, I want a full wall of storage. So yeah, you just get these at Home Depot, right? And we just have all of the packages. Guys, I'm so mad at myself. I had so many of these in New York and I was so ready to move that I just threw them away. And these are so expensive and they're like sold out everywhere. So I'm sad I had to rebuy those and I'm still waiting on more. Okay, and then we have a big, fully whiteboard desk. I love these. We got it right. Hold on, guys, hold on. What's funny is there's whiteboards everywhere in this office. It came with them, which is great, but I was like, no, we need at least one whiteboard desk. I have these in my condo, the fully whiteboard. I just love them, they're so great. Freaking Amazon chairs. Don't lean too far back into them or you'll die, but they're fine, they're fine. But yeah, so this will be, I think, where we might bring back the podcast. And then it's also just, yeah, a cool place to meet or eat lunch. I love having big conference tables. Although this one's a little wobbly. We gotta figure this out. One day, one day. And here's John's desk in the corner. That's another fully desk. I forget what the surface is called, but it looks good from far away, but it gets smudges. Smudges, we don't like the smudges, but at least it looks cool if you don't look close enough. Fridge. I stole this from my brother from the Best Buy video. Shh. And yeah, I think that's it. So let me know what you think in the comments. What are you doing in your life? Are you over working from home? Do you need camaraderie in the office? Do you need to hang out with people? Do you need that water cooler talk? I personally think it's, you know, it's somewhere in between. I'm glad people have more options and more choice. I think it's especially a really good thing. You know, if you're a parent, you can just like hop in somewhere and be like, what's up, kiddo? Play with them for a few minutes, go back to work. I don't know. I don't know that life yet, but it sounds good for people like that. But let me know what you're doing in your life. Me personally, I'm glad to have a space that honestly, my laundry is nowhere close to, if that makes sense. Like when I'm working from home, just life, there's no separation. So I mean, laundry, cat stuff, it gets everywhere. So I am very thankful for the separation, but I still like edit everything with my Puget PC at home in the wee hours. So that's good to have that set up there as well. Okay, guys, listen, we have a lot of fun stuff. So peachymerch.com, where you can get the fuzziest peach pods in all the lands multiple lands for your AirPods. We have Apple Watch bands, and then also, this is so exciting, but I just released a course with my friends. That's why I wanted to do it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a collaboration between really talented YouTubers and other people. So we got Becky, Jesse Driftwood, John Hill. John teaches thumbnails, Becky teaches filming and set design, and Jesse teaches, hey, how do you have a personality on camera and, you know, like build a personal brand. And then I go ham into video editing. It's weird, you know, video editing's my thing, but I've never actually sat down and just like laid out everything. So I do that in the course that you can check out in the description below. It's super exciting. Anyways, like, sub, stay peachy. Okay, bye.